So here's a rather interesting one. We're going to ignore this little green one under here because I kind of forgot what that is. But this one right here is Tektite. So I first of all was drawn to Tektite because of the name, because Tektites are the name of a creature that was featured in Zelda: A Link to the Past, and then in Ocarina of Time. I think that they were also in Link's Awakening, and I think in the Oracle games too, but mainly in Ocarina of Time. You know, the red ones and blue ones. But so if you're a Zelda fan, and you know what Tektites are. Let me know down there in the comments. But so we're talking about this, which is Tektite. So it's black. It feels kind of rough. There are some parts that are kind of smooth. In this particular one, it has some like brownish areas too. And so let's get into it. So it's associated with Aries, Cancer, and Sagittarius, and the planets Jupiter and Pluto. It's associated with the element of fire. It's a celestial stone because of its origins, which I'm going to get into in a second. It's associated with the third eye chakra, higher wisdom, astral travel. It can improve telepathic abilities, and associated with my favorite number, the number 9, which is resolution in numerology. Maybe one day, if you guys ask, I'll go into why the number 9 is my favorite number. So let me know in the comments. So on the Mohs scale of hardness, it's between 5.5 and 6.5, so that is pretty thick, right? The name comes from the Greek word tektos, meaning molten, like molten lava. It looks black, green, or gray, and up to 10 to 14 million years old by estimates and hypotheses. So it's found in North America, Australia, China, and Southeast Asia mainly. There's a debate whether the stones themselves are meteorites or formed from meteorite impacts. Found in strewn fields, which basically refers to an area of debris formed from a meteoric impact, which can be up to 1,000 miles from a meteor impact site. So essentially, Tektite is either formed by or is part of a meteor that hit the Earth, which means this thing came from space, or it was a result of an event that came from space. So that's actually pretty cool. I definitely think it is. So, said to be considered sacred in India. Somebody fact checked me on that one. Maybe if you know, or if you've done a little bit more research. So it helps with autoimmune disorders and skin problems, helps with removal of fear, used by spiritual people in psychic surgeries. And you see this kind of thing a lot with healers, like famous ones like John of God, or like some shamanic practitioners and some like of like native traditions and such, where they go into a trance so they can psychically see where a problem is and they can perform kind of like an astral surgery on somebody. Let me know if you guys know about that. Yeah. So the Chinese refer to Tektite as the calligraphic, like calligraphy, pen of the thunder god, which is kind of interesting. So I guess you could associate it with Enlil a little bit. Although its element is fire, so we'll just throw that out for now. So it can help with dream exploration, helps with dispelling negativity, and help during emotional crises and getting help for such things. Helps us focus on materialism in the ways of like being grounded, I would say. Promotes fertility in both men and women. Helps strengthen the biomagnetic field of the body. Helps us to become more comfortable with physical reality. That's more of a materialism kind of thing. That's a better way to say it, so it doesn't sound like you're all about money, right? So let's see. It's a great stone for dispelling negativity and protection, for lucid dreaming, astral travel, increased manifestation and synchronicity, clears blockages in the lower chakras, accelerates healing from injuries. It's considered a stone of luck, and it can expand consciousness. So that's a lot of the research that I did and a lot of things that I learned about it. Funny story, right? So this house, and I'm going to be talking about it, but it's not like I left anything up there. But I'm going to be talking about my stairs for a bit. So this house, it's kind of a rectangle, like if you took a rectangle and you stood it straight up, right? So I have these two main stairways in here, and ever since I moved in here like years ago, I want to say like 14 years ago at this point. Yeah, 14 years ago in July. I never had a nice feeling about the hallways, okay? And my friend brought one of his this girl he was dating at the time, who was kind of psychically aware, and she said that she felt the presence of something in the hallway, that it was just kind of standing there, but it didn't want to come in. It just kind of wanted to watch, right? And then the hallway in between my two bedrooms upstairs, I never liked having the door open or the hallway with the hallway light off at night. I always felt like there was something watching me or whatever. It gave you a bad vibe, like you were being watched and whatnot. And you can believe this or not. You can be a skeptic or whatever because it's my channel. Hey, let me know if you have experiences like this or if you've ever used Tektite for this kind of thing. But so we had this idea of putting Tektite in the hallways. So what I did was we put Tektite in. We went bought some Tektite, put it in like little bags, and we tied it to the railings in the hallways. And I can tell you, just simply doing that, whether it's like the magical placebo effect or the actual dissipation of the negative energy, but one, never felt anything weird in the hallways anymore. And two, one day, those bags with the Tektite, poof, vanished. Kind of weird, right? But that being said, I do think that Tektite is a great stone for the uses that it's used for, mainly dispelling negativity. It's like a filter for junk. It's a filter for evil, for lack of a better term, even though I don't like that. Filter for negative energies, right? And it's much less likely to break like hematite does. I have such bad luck with hematite. Anybody else break anything that they got that was hematite? Like maybe a piece of jewelry or something and just snapped super easy? Because that stuff's brittle, man. I'm not a fan of hematite simply for that. Although it is shiny. But anyway, we're not talking about hematite in this video. We're talking about Tektite. So, not that one either. Tektite. Yeah. So, let me know about your experiences with Tektite either down below in the comments or on any of my social media, all of the links to which you can find at the end of this video along with descriptions of the rest of my channel and my books. So, let me know what other stones you guys want me to cover or what other videos you want me to make, and I'll catch you next time. Good hunting. Thanks for watching my video. So if you want to check out my playlists, I have, among others, the Simon Necronomicon, the Tree of Life, General Magic, Tulpamancy, a playlist on my books, the elements, stones, the theories that govern magic, and the gods and goddesses of Mesopotamia. If you want to check out my books on Amazon, I have Creating Consciousness, Magical Mechanics, Magical Theater, Handy Sigil Magic, and The Guide to the Spheres and Beyond. You can also find me on Facebook at Magickology YT. You can email me at priestofthenecro@gmail.com, and you can even check out my Instagram, which is Magickology. And good hunting.